Selamat sore. Welcome to my channel. Kita lanjutin perjalanan kita di Hogwarts Legacy. Selamat sore. Let's see what happened. Let's see. Lama ya?
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle. Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Oke. World map. Gede juga ya ini petanya. Oh. Kita sekalian explore saja di sini.
Revelio. Revelio. What are you up to now? Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Lovely stone.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Celananya nyingkep gitu.
Levioso.
Ngapain?
Reparo.
Nggak ada yang dibenerin. Ya.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio.
Salah.
Was it half a bottle of flabbergasted leech?
Obviously, the best
Revelio.
is the one with the dangerous plant.
Nangis eh.
Oh dear.
Ya,
I shall get in trouble for this. Incendio.
oh, bener dong.
Revelio.
Tried what I thought was a smoothing liquor.
Revelio.
Oh. Oh, ini.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Mandrake.
Achios. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly! Place your mandrakes in the new pot and pat down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Cantik mbaknya.
Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting.
I wonder if hippogriffs like
Yes,
Hogwarts.
Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see. How to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello.
Revelio.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's... Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Grab a few... Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbage, that's it. Delve it away.
Hold tab and tab. Oh,
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
itu sih mana? Udah, begitu
Vicious
dong.
little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents didn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we, probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our...
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Yes, welcome.
I'd take up herbology if it didn't involve so much dung.
If I thought I could compete with Sir Owner, I'd open my own pudding hop.
A full day's work clears the mind, I think.
Belum bisa beli sapu. Belum bisa dong.
Revelio. Revelio.
Have a look around. No touching if you have sticky fingers. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time. If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Simsalabim, apa kata bra? Swim, halo, welcome. Welcome. Tiba-tiba nge-match gitu deh. Nggak nge-match. Spell gitu, spell. Nggak deh.
stop by whenever you're about.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Hello there. Ready for a little change in fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your time.
Take your time.
Revelio.
I can't wait till all my sisters are home with me. Their turn to send me out.
What is it you might be interested in?
Hello, welcome guys. Oh, bisa diputer-puter ya? Sulakapu, lakapaki, lakupakapakapaku.
You take care now, and I shall hope to see you soon.
Gede banget.
Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
burung hantu itu awal apa sih 21. Wah, lupa aku ini caranya gimana. Waduh. Biar 21 ya. Ini 2. Gimana sih? Gak ngerti, nanti aja dulu.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school?
Revelio.
Desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
I don't know why I think there's amount of activity outside of our leadership hours. Oh, ini.
Revelio.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As 5th years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Apa ini?
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley, Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
A well-prepared witch or wizard.
Revelio.
Stations organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Ini nyari di mana? Oh ini. Oh ini. Dua, satu.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Not again.
Oh, no.
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Professor Sharp must have...
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Revelio. I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
So ngapain emang kamu?
Revelio.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from it.
Fine job brewing your first Wiccanweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
Revelio.
Relieved to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Revelio. Incendio.
Catch up on my letter writing.
Revelio.
It's a good thing now I'm away from the rest of the school. Might be around.
Mana? Gak bisa dibuka. Oh, patah. Kita mau main sapu terbang.
Revelio.
Salah. Lah kemana deh? Good. Apa mbak? Jauh juga itu tempat.
Revelio.
Oh, emang sejauh itu. Udah gak apa-apa sekali jalan-jalan.
Revelio.
Kemana?
Revelio. Revelio.
Halo guys, selamat sore menuju malam, welcome. Lah, apa ini
Revelio.
sudah? Ya nggak bisa dibuang. Ini apa tanya?
Revelio.
Gimana masuknya, dikunci ya? Oh, bisa masuk. Oh. Gimana deh? Cering. Mana? Nggak lihat apa-apa. Nggak tahu lagi.
Revelio.
Celang, celing, celang, celing. Ah, ada banget. Wih, gak ngerti. Ini bisa naik bang. Ini naik. Oh, bisa naik. Gak bisa loh. Oh ini ya Allah.
Revelio.
Ada lagi.
I should investigate. It's like a place right out of a storybook.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Lah, ada di situ mbaknya. Bentar ya mbak, ngeluting dulu.
Revelio.
Mana? Di situ.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Aku bingung harus bagaimana.
Revelio. Revelio.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Itu nggak bisa lewat.
You can't imagine how
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Hollow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Hollow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Hollow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Revelio.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
Siapa tuh berisik banget?
What's going on here? Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again?
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts...
They must have come this way! Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Your life ends here. Shame. You don't stand a chance against me. Oh. You die for that.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Ha ha! Time to take! We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
What do?
You take this student off of my Nice try! You haven't got a friend. A pile of luck! Less proper people than... Stop this, but...
Knew you would. Can't hold up. Aha! Back the ball. Don't think you're going to get out of this alive. You're going to regret that. Really?
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Suruh apa ni, Mbak? Mbak?
Revelio.
Oh, di sini.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Mana lagi kau ni?
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Urutannya gimana nih?
Incendio!
Oh, harus cepat.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor.
Hello? Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see. Revelio. After what Van Rock did.
Mana dia? Cari aku would it be rewrite the stars, safe to be mine? Deep as a bar.
Revelio.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of Crossed Wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
Lucu dia jadi bocil.
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
4 orang.
Confirm all you've got.
Incendio. Act like a winner. Incendio. Incendio.
Come on.
Protego. Accio. 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 Incendio. Double 4. Incendio. I'm the one.
Deket banget. Pusing, pusing.
It's Fringo. You're better than that. Fringo.
Glad I didn't bet on that round.
Ngebug lagi nih.
What a victory! You've won the moment!
It was mostly luck, that's all.
Please, you wouldn't have got this far on luck alone. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Oh.
Incendio. Leviosa. Excellent form. Incendio. Good one. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Nicely done. Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
It was only a training dummy.
True, but it's a difficult dummy. Believe me, I know. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Even though you won the tournament already, I'm glad to see you haven't stopped training. Stay sharp, my friend.
Revelio.
Kagak bisa masuk ya. Halo guys, welcome. Selamat sore menuju malam.
Incendio.
Away from me! What do you want? I'm now Annabelle.
Revelio. Revelio.
Mana nih? Oh itu.
Too afraid to fight, you scurvy cur. Ha! Heard of my proficiency with a blade.
Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Hah? Ada orang rahasia di sini.
Incendio.
Oh.
Revelio.
Tuh. Di mana?
Revelio.
Oh. Halo sayang. Halo. Bentar lagi maghriban dulu. Awo. Ajari aku jadi kata-kata. First time in my life and now it's so clear. Slowing down, look around, you're so amazed. Think about
Revelio.
Iya, nggak bisa buka lagi. Apa nih? Ini ngapain? Collect. Oh, discover somewhere that what you found is amazing something. Okay.
Scrope? Who is Scrope?
Loncatnya nggak santai ternyata. Wih. Apa ini? Search for the next note. There. Read it. Ngapain ini? Ada 2. Next note. Taruh kemana? Ngapain? Lah iya kan? Taruh mana sih?
Revelio.
Oh itu, suruh naik ya Allah. Sini. Halo guys.
Pumpkins. Oh, I think I know just the place.
Jangan suruh bawa ini. Sini ikut. Ya, nyangkut.
Revelio.
Sini. Oh, nggak bisa, batasnya di situ.
Revelio.
Ih, serem boneka. Bisa gerak gitu? Kaget.
Revelio.
Di dalam pumpkin. Oh.
Down to the water's edge.
Ada goa di bawah tuh.
This had better not be a trick.
Mana sih? Oh, sana. Apa nih? Ini ngapain? Dibawa ke sini. Oh. Oke. Lah, ada musuh di mana? Oh, di sana ada musuh.
Levioso.
Terus ngapain? Dibawa ke sini apanya nih? Lah, nggak bisa naik.
Revelio.
Thank you for coming all this way.
Udah gitu.
The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black,
Kupingnya
may
emang
she rest in
sebelah dia
peace,
baru sadar.
was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honor her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast. Place it on the pedestal there. Good luck.
Good luck. Okay.
Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages. And the ring.
Nanti ya questnya aku pengen nyelesain ini dulu. Ini gimana nih? Naiknya sini.
Revelio.
Revelio. Let go, let go, let go, let go. Nah. Gak usah naik. Nah.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Merlin trial.
Accio.
Ayo ikut ngelinding. Sini. Susah banget banget gimana? Lihat sini ya. Sini. Oh, enggak gini caranya. Dia apa ini?
Incendio.
Belum punya bombarda ya. Siapa ya?
Accio.
Sini. Nggak mau dia. Ya. Bombarda. Belum bisa didorong.
Incendio.
Bombarda, mana bombarda? Arresto momentum. Depulso. Descendo. Ini apa? Ini ya bombar. Oh iya. This is evident match on impact accompanied by an explosion that's unnecessary. Sensor on the enemies. Alah, ini nggak bisa lagi. Didorong-dorong.
Levioso. Accio.
Nggak mau dia. Yaudah, pasrah. relationship. Ada relationship quest dong. Weasley after class. Banyak juga ya. Oh, ini completed. Oh, quest. Tadi tanaman udah semua. Oh. Sini ini ganti juga akhirnya. Headwear-nya nggak punya dia. Ya lah kalau pakai topi. Mana yang belum oh ini. Okay guys, this is the end of the stream. Thank you for watching. See you for next stream. Bye.